Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. And tonight we'll see the Dallas Wings as they go up against the Atlanta Dream. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz.
And pretty deep rosters for both of these teams. So what are some of the advantages with a roster like that?
Well, today's game is so predicated on movement, getting up and down the floor, so you need those fresh legs.
Yeah, depth also can add some versatility to your roster, enabling you to shift your lineups depending on matchups, maybe even foul trouble.
Go. And so off the tip, it's Atlanta. Now Canada. Pass to Gray. Reiner. Howard. Miller defending. Reiner with the screen. Clock at 6. Lots of room. Yes, on the jump shot.
Man, oh man. If Reiner gets going on her jumper, it's good night. Too many options for her offensively.
It's Diamond Miller on the wing. Screen by Hines Allen. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. Here's Canada. Outside Howard. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
That's a quick foul for her there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one close.
Here's Dallas now. And just about a minute into this first quarter.
On the wing, Paige Beckers.
There's a screen. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
That's the type of lead pass we've really come to expect from her.
In the offseason, Atlanta added some major front court firepower.
They signed 6'9" Brittany Griner, taking her from Phoenix after 12 years with the Mercury. Also adding 6'3" Brianna Jones, a 3-time All-Star with Connecticut. Those are two huge pieces. Huge. Pun intended.
A younger player who loves to learn and loves to improve. I don't think it's crazy to say that Gray will be unstoppable when she develops a consistent long ball.
Beckers, guarded by Canada. For the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Now about 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Outside Canada. Pass to Gray. Jacks up a 3. Dallas with the rebound.
Beckers with it. Miller.
Arike Agumbawale on the wing. Screen by Hines Allen. There's Agumbawale with the 3. And you're the Dream. Outside Canada. Reiner. Pass to Howard. Here's the 3. They get it back. Jones outside. Reiner. Howard. Covered by Hines Allen. Goes back up. Just 4 to shoot. Howard, that's good.
Well, when you watch Ryan Howard, one thing is abundantly clear. She doesn't need a lot of space or time to get her shot off.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Dream. And so here's Atlanta. Outside Canada. Pass to Howard. Now here's Jones. Covered by Hines Allen. The pick by Jones. The basket good off the assist from Alicia Gray.
These inside looks are what Jones is all about, and she knows how to outwork the defense.
First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Agumbawale. And here's Hines Allen. 5 to shoot. Pass to Beckers. Bangs home the trifecta.
Can't get much easier than that for Miller. She kept her head on a swivel and didn't overthink it.
And here's Canada. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. It's tipped. Miller with it. And it's Howard picking her up. Diamond Miller going in. Here's Hines Allen. No good. That would have tied it. On the wing, Ryan Howard. Guarded now by Agumbawale. Griner, good.
With Griner's frame and fundamentals, she's become one of the league's most dominant interior scorers.
Now here's Agumbawale. Outside, Hines Allen. Three-pointer Beckers. Griner with the rebound. Atlanta in the lead. Now Canada. Outside Howard. The three ball. The rebound by Beckers. She's guarded by Griner. Pass to Hines Allen. Shot clock at 5. Back to Miller. Agumbawale. Guarded by Howard. And another miss by Dallas. Here's Canada. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Here's Gray. Outside Howard. The three. Offensive board.
Well, offensively speaking, it has been a tough quarter for her.
Outside Agumbawale.
On the wing, Paige Beckers.
The Wings with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Just not the quarter she would like to have when you talk about shooting the ball, but hopefully she can turn it around.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
Gray with it. Jones outside. Pass to Pow Pow. Here's Griner. And it's off from three-point range. Dallas trailing here. Outside Agumbawale. Beckers buries it from three-point range.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Gray. Outside Howard. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Pow Pow. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, we've all known the name Paige Beckers well before the 2025 draft. She's used to the spotlight.
No doubt. I mean, she's been a name in basketball for a long time. She was the #1 recruit out of high school, then in college. As a freshman, the National Player of the Year. Obviously, huge expectations for her here in the W, but Paige Beckers is used to that.
And here's Agumbawale. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
On the wing, Paige Beckers.
From the arc, and again, it's the Wings from deep.
Shots are falling. She's having a strong quarter.
And Atlanta has possession. Pass to Jones. Gray. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now here's Agumbawale. Now here's Segrist. It's good.
2 gritty points from Segrist. Scoring, it's not always pretty.
Now Howard. Pass to Jones. Gray in the post. Guarded now by Agumbawale. And that one's good. Gray.
Wow. I mean, come on. That's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
Here's Agumbawale. She's guarded by Griner.
Paige Beckers from outside.
And Jones pulls it down. Here's Gray. Hines Allen pulls it in. And if they time it right, they can end this quarter with a little 2 for 1.
And that's how you really want to end a quarter.
Beckers covered by Hines Allen. Outside for Pow Pow. That's in, coming off an assist from Ryan Howard.
Her ball distribution has been outstanding.
Yeah, Tim, all you have to do is look at the numbers. Those assists do not lie.
And they keep piling up.
And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Three-pointer Hines Allen. That will not get it done. She's 0 for 2. Pass to Howard. And there's a call on Brittany Griner. That'll be her 2nd foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
And that does it for the first quarter. Stream out in front, up 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And the first quarter in the books, second about to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from the Dream, what do you guys think?
It's been a well-oiled machine on offense for them so far.
And they've kept the ball moving and their opponents chasing it. You know, it's kind of like a dog chasing their tail, just can't get enough. That's how they've piled up the points.
And the basket is good.
There's a pattern taking shape. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 baskets have been of exactly that variety.
Harris with it. Guarded by Howard. There's the lob to the hoop. Outside, Agumbawale shoots over Walker Kimbrough, and Agumbawale gets it to go. Atlanta in the lead.
Since the Wings moved to Dallas in 2016, it's been tough times for the franchise.
Yeah, first 9 years in Dallas, 1 winning year, 1 playoff series won. The good news for Dallas, I think winning the lottery in 2025 might change their fortunes.
Now here's Agumbawale. Screen by Segrist. To the middle. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Well, the 3rd pick in the 2023 draft, Maddie Segrist struggled a bit as a rookie, and that's not uncommon.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough adjustment, right? Scored under 4 points per game, but she really improved in year 2, averaging 9 points, rebounding better, and looking way more comfortable out there.
The first free throw is good.
Well, one thing you really enjoy as a new season takes shape, seeing those players who've made the leap.
Well, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And that's certainly the case in this league, where the talent and skill level continue to elevate.
And for us diehards, witnessing the young blood staking their claim to greatness is truly something special.
For this Atlanta team, it's been a long time since they've won a playoff series.
More than a decade at this point. 2013 was their last series win. 2018, their last year, over 500. So Dream fans are hungry for a winner.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And here's Agunbowale. Guarded by Howard. Pass to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Agunbowale. And the ball out of play. The Dream will have it.
And a moment to check out who the Atlanta Dream have coming up. On Sunday, and the Connecticut Sun are coming in for a visit. Then on Tuesday, they head out on the road to face the Los Angeles Sparks.
Well, the road, never the highlight of your schedule for any team, but for this team, it's a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home courts.
Here's Pow Pow. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Wings trail. Now here's Harris. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Siegrist gets the bucket.
There's the inside in the inside-outside game of Siegrist. She can score from anywhere.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Howard.
Pass to Pow Pow.
That 3 off the mark.
If only she can improve on what's been a shaky day for her, they can really stretch this lead out, don't you think? That is some dime-dropping, exquisite assist.
Atlanta with the ball. Outside Canada.
Here's Pow Pow.
And it's out of bounds. The Dream able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Howard, guarded now by Agunbowale. Here's Hillman. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt. And the Wings call time here.
Well, they want to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now's the time to do it.
Yeah, there was clearly some things going on out there that the coaching staff just wasn't a fan of.
And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside, Agunbowale.
Beckers outside.
Takes the three. It's rebounded by Atlanta. Howard with the ball.
Now Segrist defending.
Outside, Howard. Picked by Jones. Now Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
The shot by Canada, no good.
Wide open misses like that can be confidence shakers.
Harris can't hit.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Beckers.
9 points in the game. Pass to Harris. Deflects the pass. Here's Canada. Soft touch off the glass.
When Canada wants to get to the hoop, she gets there. Incredible combination of quicks plus ball handling skills.
Dallas with the ball. They trail by 6. Outside, Agunbowale.
Beckers.
To the paint. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Now here is Canada. Jones outside. Picked by Jones. Here's Howard. Canada for 3. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Check out the pace Canada plays at. She's got a shot up within moments of getting the ball.
Beckers with it.
Pass to Harris. Let's go with a 3. A rebound by Hillman. Outside Canada. Now here's Howard for 3.
They get it again.
Here's Jones. And she banks in the layup.
Well, scoops up the board. Jones knows exactly what to do. Put it back in.
And here's Beckers.
9 points in the game. There's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
She's starting to pick up from what she accomplished in the first quarter, where she made 3 of her three-point attempts.
Atlanta leading. Outside Howard. Second shot opportunity. And Jones with the lay-in.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Pass to Segrist.
Harris.
Now Beckers.
For 3. The rebound by Hillman.
Now here's Pow Pow.
5 points in the game. Outside Howard. From deep. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, when Howard is knocking down threes, Ryan is unguardable.
Pass to Agunbowale. Down low.
Here's Segrist.
That one falls, coming off Arike Agunbowale's nice feed.
Those 2 points, almost a sure thing when they're able to get the ball inside to that position.
And here the Dream.
And from the moment she entered the league, Arike Agunbowale has been an elite scorer.
Well, she finished 3rd in scoring her rookie year and then won the scoring title in year 2. Arike applies constant pressure to defense.
And the Dream call time here. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Jones. She has 6.
Miller with the steal.
To the right side. And stolen by Gray. Releases. The second chance effort. No, it's bad. That miss takes her to 3 for 7. Takes the 3. Harris can't hit.
He only got a finger to that shot in the block attempt.
It was just as effective as a block. Made her completely change her release point and caused the miss.
Now here's Gray. She's got 7. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Canada. Launches it. It's not going to go for her.
Oh, gosh. The defender didn't give her any room to get that one off.
Now here's Harris.
Covered by Walker Kimbrough. On the wing, Paige Beckers.
Screen by Hines Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Jones. Hines Allen can't get it to go. Pass to Canada.
Shoots over Beckers.
And here's Walker Kimbrough.
They get the rebound.
Jones. Well, it was only a matter of time. They finally get the bucket.
They've owned the offensive glass here in the second.
Yeah, making a point of getting in there and battling for missed shots. And she's still scoreless, and man, could they ever use the help, too?
Outside Canada. To the inside.
Miller with the steal. Beckers outside.
Harris.
Covered by Walker Kimbrough. Beckers outside.
Fires for 3. The rebound by Hillman.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
From deep, Alicia Gray. The shot that time, not on target. And that concludes the first half. Dream out in front, up 11. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen.
Man, Paige Beckers has been sensational here.
She went absolutely off those first 2 quarters, guys, and she's capable of doing that each night she hits the floor. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use as we hit the second half.
Well, they've got to make some sort of change, right? I mean, they can't let her continue to torch them like she has been.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final 2 quarters.
Going forward, do you guys think the Wings have the best backcourt in the WNBA?
No doubt. They just might, guys. This is the brightest guard pairing in the league. You got the first overall pick in Paige Beckers as a generational talent. Then you're going to throw in former scoring champ Arike Ogunbowale. I mean, how do you stop that duo?
Now here's Canada. Outside Howard. Back to Canada. Pass to Gray. Canada. Three, Ryan Howard. The three-pointer is on target.
Well, Howard is a big-time scorer, so you just knew she wanted those 3 points back.
Now here's Agumbawale. Gray defending. Outside Agumbawale. Pass to Beckers. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
Now here's Agumbawale. 7 points in the game.
It's Diamond Miller on the wing.
No good on the three.
Well, you could see it in her eyes. She wanted to return the favor with that three, but she just couldn't get it to go.
Outside Howard. Fires from deep. Dallas with the rebound. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now.
Three-pointer Beckers.
Griner with the rebound.
Man, and they're 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Jones. Gray. Guarded now by Agumbawale. Griner, good.
They're 3 of 4 to start the half.
Dallas calls timeout.
Timeout charge to Dallas.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
Beckers outside.
To end the run. Knocked away.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around.
Now here's Howard. 16-point lead, the largest margin of the game. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
When they've gone to her, she's come through. Keep getting her touches.
Beckers outside. Pass to Miller.
Here's Hines Allen. Outside Agumbawale. Shot clock at 6.
Beckers.
Guarded by Canada. 16 feet out. No good on that shot.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand. And that's a lot of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest player out there.
Pass to Hines Allen.
Beckers.
They set the pick. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. It's going to go on Brittany Griner.
At the line for the Wings, Louisa Kaiserslautern. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
When the Wings won the 2025 draft lottery, there was no doubt about who they'd be taking.
No, zero. It was always going to be Paige Beckers, a franchise-changing talent. Beckers brings tons of fanfare, and she's expected to make a major immediate impact.
Good on the second free throw.
And last year, the Dream made the playoffs for the second straight season.
Yeah, remember, they missed 4 straight postseasons before that. So Atlanta, I would say, is headed in the right direction. The addition of Ryan Howard was a huge reason why.
Here's the Wings with the ball.
17-point game. It's stolen by Howard.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Looks like the coach saw some things out there that need adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
Now here's Jones. She's got 8. Gray outside. 6 to shoot.
Pass to Pow Pow.
And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Now Gugawale. 7 points in the game.
And here's Miller.
Guarded by Howard.
On the wing, Paige Beckers.
Back to Hines Allen.
The shot is good. Beckers making the play.
There's a reason why we see so much pick and roll in this league. Players like Hines Allen, they're tough to guard in it.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too. Well, she's definitely a threat from deep, but it just hasn't been going for her tonight. You might want to avoid that shot for a while.
Beckers outside.
Back to Gugawale. From past the arc. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound.
The D was determined not to give him an inch of space. Very nice job.
It's in. Basket number 6 for her thus far. She has missed only 2 shots from the floor.
Capable of scoring in bunches. Griner hits shots from various spots on the floor.
Now here's Hines Allen.
Beckers outside.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, sometimes you just hit a dry spell. She's only 1 of 5 this quarter.
No question who's been in control of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. They've really taken charge.
Pass to Howard. Now here's Gray.
Pow Pow.
Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Wings. Now Gumbawale. Pass to Beckers. Launches a three. And Jones pulls it down. And they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
Beckers with it.
And it's Howard picking her up.
She's having a tough quarter scoring the ball, unable to help them narrow the gap.
Pow.
Back to Howard. Pass to Gray. The three is up. That's good. And so Brittany Griner gets the assist.
Constantly in a position to score. Gray loves to shoot it off of a crisp pass.
Here's Agunbawale. She has 7. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Now here's Beckers.
Here's Hines Allen. Guarded by Jones. Hines Allen, good.
The inside-outside game of Hines Allen. It's a work of art. It is just so much fun to watch.
Gray with it. She's got 13. Pass to Howard. Gray.
On the wing, Ryan Howard. Miller defending.
And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
And during the last couple of offseason, Ryan Howard has worked as a D1 assistant coach.
Yeah, others might play overseas, maybe in that new 3-on-3 league. Howard's been coaching in a major conference. What a great experience for Ryan.
Shot clock at 2.
Beckers with the bucket.
Very well done. Confident and composed, as always.
Pass to Jones. And here's Griner. And that one's good. Jones.
After being a little more free-flowing in the first half, they're starting to get away from the three here in the second. Haven't had as many attempts.
Now here's Beckers.
She's got 16. Agunbawale from long range.
A big lead for them, both on the scoreboard and the rebounding column.
Well, rebounding has been a big key, asserting their will, and they've taken control.
Stolen by Hines Allen. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Agunbawale. She's got 7. Inside. And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Brittany Griner.
At the line for the Wings, Louisa Geisesletter. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. So both teams changing it up here. And she's good on the second. From deep three-point range. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Dream running away with it. And we'll be back right after this. Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here.
Pass to Pow.
Canada. Screen by Coffey. Fires the three. The shot, no good.
She hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but she has worked within the team to help them get the lead.
to the middle. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Wings able to keep the ball here. Now here's Harris. Guarded by Canada. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Segrist.
Well, nice job contesting without fouling by Jones using her size.
Pass to Pow Pow.
Off the mark there with the 3.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Here's Harris. Green with the rebound. Just over a minute played here in the 4th.
Now Pow Pow.
Canada, covered by Harris. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points. She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
But defensively, they've been unable to shut down the most important part of the court, Brian, the middle.
Yeah, and the point totals in the paint are tilted heavily against them now.
Now here's Harris. Agumbawale from long range. A rebound by Hillman.
Some of the shots he's taken today have been absolute head scratchers. She's out there playing like it's a game of horse, and it's not.
Here's Hillman. Clock at 6.
Pow Pow up top.
Guarded now by Agumbawale. It's stolen.
Coffee left side.
And that one good.
Well, that's when Coffee can do the most damage. When she's working inside, she has a deep bag.
Now here's Harris. Guarded by Canada. Five on the clock. Pass to Harris. Here's Agumbawale. Over Pow Pow. Agumbawale shot is off.
There's no way around it. It's been a difficult game for her offensively, and it has cost her team.
Here's Pow Pow for 3. Gets it to go from downtown.
A good look there, and she didn't waste it. Her second 3 of the game.
Defended by Coffee.
Down low. And Agumbawale gets it to go.
Don't let her 5'8" height fool you. Agumbawale really good in the paint.
Coffee outside. Pass to Jones. Now Hillman. This one for 3.
Pow Pow can't get it to go. Defended by Coffee.
Count that bucket.
She clearly had the speed advantage there, and she used it to burn the defense for the sweet hoop. Nice play.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Now here is Canada. Pass to Jones. And a great assist by Jordan Canada, and that one falls in.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket for a terrific assist. You know, they've done a lot of that today.
And you know, it's something we haven't seen much at the opposite end of the court.
Harris with it. Guarded by Canada. Now here's Agumbawale. No good on the triple.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
The shot by Canada, no good.
One made 3 for her in this game. Does she focus closer in? We'll see.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. She's hurt, and let's just hope she's okay.
Well, injuries, they're just such a tough part of the game.
And impossible to tell just how bad it is, but she's definitely coming out, and that may be all for her today.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Beckers, covered by Walker Kimbrough. Segrist outside. Pass to Beckers. Drops in the layup for two.
Yeah, anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job.
And so here's Atlanta. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Screen by Griner. Basket is good. The assist from Alicia Gray.
Okay, well, part of what makes Griner a great center is her ability to execute the pick and roll effectively.
Guarded by Howard. And it's blocked by Brittany Griner.
Quite simply, Griner is the most dominant interior defender we have ever seen. An intimidating presence.
The Wings making a switch here. Five to shoot.
Agunbowale.
Off the inbound, no good.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish her there.
Now here's Coffey. Pass to Caldwell.
And here's Walker Kimbrough. The three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Miller with it. Defended by Coffey.
The rebound by Hillman. Now Walker Kimbrough. Out to the left wing.
Hillman. Picked by Walker Kimbrough.
Shoots it up.
The offensive rebound.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Pass to Beckers.
There's a screen. The layup off target.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Guarded by Beckers. Now Hillman. And here's Caldwell.
Here's Walker Kimbrough. The dream again can't hit. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Hines Allen.
Miller. Defended by Coffey. Paige Beckers from outside.
And it's Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Walker Kimbrough.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now Hillman to the paint. Here's Caldwell. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
At the line for your Atlanta Dream, Maya Caldwell. Shooting one.
And that one misses.
Ogunbowale with it. Pass to Beckers.
Ogunbowale to the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
She picks her out brilliantly with that feed inside.
And Atlanta has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Coffee outside. Here's Caldwell. Back to Coffee.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough.
Caldwell.
Walker Kimbrough.
Guarded by Beckers.
And it's Hillman missing. And it's the Wings ball. Now here's Ogunbowale to the paint. Stolen by Coffee.
Now Caldwell.
Pass to Coffee.
And here's Caldwell.
The three hits the three-point bomb.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
And here's Beckers. Out to Miller.
From outside the arc.
Now here's Hines Allen.
Tries again.
It's rebounded by Kune. Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Guarded by Beckers. Walker Kimbrough with it.
So no problem for Atlanta as they get the win. The outcome of this one was never in doubt.
They were really putting out a supreme effort, and it felt like once they had this significant lead, they were not going to let it go.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.
And drive home safely.